So I'm about to tell you about a problem that frustrated thousands and thousands of Disney guests. And it's something that could have been prevented by just having a simple walk in the customer's shoes. So in Disney's early years, families would leave the park at the end of the day, only to discover that they couldn't find their cars. They'd forgotten where they parked. They'd be sitting there, they'd be walking out of the park, talking with their friends, talking with their families about how much fun they just had. And then they'd just freeze and they'd get this deer in the headlights look. Okay, because the original Disneyland parking lot, and even the parking lot here at Magic Kingdom in Orlando, now they hold around 14,000 cars. Okay, so that's what they'd be looking at. And now at this point, everybody is frustrated. It's been a long day. And now the only thought in their minds is, we're going to have to wait until every single car is gone, and ours is the only one left. And it wasn't until Disney leaders literally walked through the end of the day journey themselves that they saw the flaw. Now, there was nothing memorable guiding people back. That's when they created the character based rows. The markers like the Mickey, Goofy, and Dumbo, so families could instantly recognize where they had parked. Then on the trams, they started announcing multiple times where you parked your car. Now, it seems simple looking at it in hindsight, but it took literally walking through the guest exit journey to realize what wasn't obvious from an office. And it's that finding your car is part of the experience. Now, it's a small detail, though, that saved guests countless headaches. And it's the perfect example of why a service safari, okay, walking through your own business like a customer, is so important. And so I want you to think about this. All right, when was the last time you experienced your own business the way that your customers do? I'm not talking about reading reports or analyzing the data, but actually living the journey that they live. Now, most leaders never do this, and that's exactly why blind spots happen every single day. And so today I am going to provide you with a free tool that you can grab right now down there in the video description below on how to do a service safari. Okay, this is something that companies like Disney, like Ritz-Carlton, and other world-class organizations use to catch these problems before they cost you customers. And so again, this is called a service safari. So by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to transform your own business. So what is a service safari? All right, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a journey through the wild. But instead of tracking lions or elephants in Africa, you're tracking customer emotions in your own business. And so here's how it works and why it's so powerful. Now, you pick one specific customer scenario. Maybe it's a first-time visitor to your website. Maybe it's guests trying to find their car at the end of the day. Or maybe it's somebody that's calling your customer service line with a problem. Then you and your team, you become that customer. Okay, you don't observe the process. You live it. You truly experience it. Okay, but now here's the key difference between a service safari and other customer experience tools. Okay, you're not checking boxes like you're a mystery shopper. You're feeling feelings like a human being. You're noticing when something feels confusing, just doesn't make sense, even if it technically works. You're catching moments where perhaps you feel rushed or ignored or valued. You're experiencing the emotional journey, not just the functional one. And I will tell you that emotional data, now that is just pure gold. Okay, because customers don't leave you because your process maybe is a little broken, but they leave because there's a disconnect somewhere. And here is why this matters a lot more than you think. Customer experience breaks down in these micro moments. Okay, your website, it might look great on a gorgeous 27-inch monitor in your office, but what does it feel like on the phone while someone's standing in line, perhaps waiting to order something at Starbucks? Your checkout process might seem logical to you because you designed it. But what's it like for a 65-year-old who's not as tech savvy? The signage at your hospital, it might make sense for people who are there every single day. But what's it like for the scared person trying to find a family member that was just in an accident? So here's what I have discovered. It's that customers rarely complain about the things that bother them the most. They just leave. There's so many options out there, right? They don't tell you, they just leave. They don't tell you that your hold music is annoying. They hang up. They don't mention that your return policy feels punitive. They shop elsewhere. They don't say your staff seems disinterested. they just don't come back. Now, a service safari catches these silent killers before they kill your business. But it also does something even more powerful. It reveals your hidden superpowers as a business. It's those little moments where customers think, wow, that was different, but they never tell you about it. Now, Disney has been doing service safaris for decades. Now, Walt Disney himself, he used to walk through Disneyland incognito, experiencing it like a guest. And that's how they caught things like the trash cans are too far apart, or this pathway creates bottlenecks during parades. And even thinking back to the parking lot example from earlier, they've continued to improve that process and make it even easier for guests by using things like geolocation inside their app. So that way, when you park your car, it saves that section and that row for you. You don't even need to write it down anymore. So these were small observations, but it was a massive impact. So now I want to walk you through exactly how to do this using the worksheet I've created for you. And again, it's in there in the video description below. Okay, this isn't theoretical. It is a step-by-step playbook. So step one, the project setup. So get laser focused. Don't try to do a safari for your entire business at once. Pick one specific scenario and be ridiculously specific. So instead of saying something generic, like we're going to focus on the online shopping experience, choose a first-time customer buying a single item under $50 on mobile. Instead of just saying the restaurant experience, choose family of 4 with 2 kids under 10 years old on a Friday night without a reservation. The more specific you can get, the more valuable insights you're going to uncover. So document who's participating, when you're doing it, and exactly what customer scenario you're going to be living through. Then step number 2, live the journey and become the customer. Okay, this is where the magic happens. As you move through each touch point, you're capturing 3 different types of data. You're getting functional observations, like what actually happened. Did the website load? Did somebody greet you? Did the process work? Then there's the emotional observations. Now, how did it feel? Was it confusing? Did you feel rushed? Were you feeling welcomed? Was it frustrating? Or maybe it was delightful? And then there's opportunity identification. All right, is this a pain point that needs fixing? Is this a wow moment worth replicating? Or is this an opportunity area to create something amazing? Don't overthink it in the moment. All right, just capture the raw, honest reactions. The analysis will come later. And then step 3, the team reflection. Now we're going to turn those insights into action after the safari. So gather your team and fill out the reflection section in that document together. This is where you're going to transform your observations into improvements. So I want you to ask these questions. What surprised us the most? If we could fix only 3 things, what would they be? What moments made us feel most valued as customers? What would we tell our friends about this experience? But here's the crucial part now. Every safari must end with specific action steps. Okay, who's going to do what by when? Because a safari without action, well, that was just expensive tourism. So here's what happens when you start doing regular service safaris. First, your team develops customer empathy. They stop thinking like employees and start thinking like humans who have to navigate your business. Second, you catch problems while they're still small. So now instead of losing customers to death by 1,000 paper cuts, you start fixing these problems before they even happen. And third, you discover your secret weapons. Those little things that you do that customers love, but you never even realized they were special. And then fourth, and this is the big one, you build a culture of continuous improvement. Okay, now your team starts noticing customer experience everywhere, not just during official safaris. Now, I have seen companies increase their customer satisfaction scores by 40% just by doing monthly service safaris. And it wasn't because they made these massive changes, but because they made dozens of small improvements that customers actually noticed and cared about. And the best part about this all is that this costs you nothing but time and attention. Right? There's no consultants, there's no software, there's no complex systems. It's just the willingness to see your business through your customer's lens. All right, so here's my challenge to you. Download that Service Safari worksheet. Again, it's down there in the video description below. And I want you to pick one customer scenario, and I want you to experience it this week. And I guarantee you, you will discover something that you never noticed before. Because in the end, customer experience, it isn't built in the boardrooms. It's built in the moments that your customers live every single day. And the only way that you can improve those moments is to live them yourself. So again, grab that worksheet down there below. It's in the video description. And go ahead and subscribe for more tools like this. And let me know in the comments section what you discover on your first service safari. I read every single comment and I love hearing from you. Oh, if you'd like additional information on Snow and Associates and our training programs, you can visit us at www.snowassociates.com. And again, I'm going to be linking to my tools down there in the video description below. So, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.